What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What is good? What is good? How's everyone doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Today's a Monday, and yeah, man, we are just gonna be doing things much more bigger than way before. In fact, we're gonna be doubling up on certain things. How? What are you guys saying about that? What are you guys saying about doubling up on what exactly we are gonna be doing in the hustle? Everything that we touch, it has to turn into gold. I need to see all those hustlers that are here, all those believers, everyone that is here. Are we on? Are we on? Are we on? Are we all on? Just comment, let me know. How's everyone doing that is in here with us? Perfect, perfect, perfect. I love this, man. Seeing all the brothers are on, all the sisters are on, everyone is literally on. Numeriri, haha, changing every single week. But we on, man. We on, man. We on. We not looking back. I love this, man. I love this. Yes, yes, yes. So the chasers are here. That's one thing that I love, and one of the most important thing that I actually love is seeing some of the same faces, same names that I've seen. In the previous week, which shows you guys are not locked in. Which is I'm not just the only one that's locked in, but you guys are locked in with us on this process. So that is beautiful to watch. That is beautiful to witness. And yeah, man, on today's video, we are going to be just breaking down the markets, preparing for the week, trying to see what exactly does the week have for us. And as well, we are going to be diving a bit more deeper into understanding exactly what the previous week was like, being able to just see certain things. And yeah, just a young recap, you know. So I'm just glad to see everyone that is here. I'm just excited to see, man. I'm just excited to see. So, like again, let me just start with our signature move, which is playing a just so we are able to just do things in a much more better way. Okay. So right here I've got my charts in front of me. Obviously, what is a market session without charts? No, we're not here to see me, we're here to see the charts. So what I'll be doing is adding the charts right here. It's super, super simple, super nice. So as well, one thing that I want us to do is to understand exactly how are we seeing this? What are we speaking more about? What are we touching into? What is the week gonna be like? And as well, what we should look into expecting, the first thing that we're going to be doing is looking at the overview in terms of looking at what last week was like. And then what's going to happen is that we're going to be looking at what this week is more like. And then lastly, but not least, guys, I'll be taking in some questions and answers. And as well, I'll be looking at some of the setups that you are asking me to look into. So, yes, today we're going to be doing exactly that too. So, you guys should be excited what you guys are saying. What do you guys think about all that has been said? Boom. Let's see all the hustlers that are excited for this. Let us see. Yes, yes, yes. For later downloads, I can see members are saying, are you recording this session for later downloads? We are recording this. This session is being recorded. So let us just keep on going, guys. Let us keep on just going. So the previous week, you guys witnessed on Monday, we started the week a bit more easy, a bit more chilled. And one thing that I want us to say, especially right now, as most of you guys are here, before we even go more deeper into the session, the first thing is obviously these sessions are more on for education purposes, meaning that I do this each and every single day. But normally when I do this, I'll just be here by myself doing exactly this, what I'm doing, obviously not speaking or anything, just like looking at the markets, analyzing, seeing what I've done the previous week, writing things down and so on. Instead of speaking, I'll be writing it down. So right now I'm just going public, which means that instead of just gatekeeping and keeping all that knowledge and information to me, I'm putting it out there, because even for me, when I speak it out, when I able to do this in front of you, even for me, I'm able to re-watch these videos, and automatically I'm able to learn and see, where exactly we can improve and so and such things. Okay, so obviously this is, firstly, you should not be looking for signals on these sessions. I don't tell people where to buy, where to sell, and all that. Nah, I'm not really trying to give you food in your mouth. I'm not trying to have you be like this and I put food in your mouth. But my biggest goal is to show you how I get the food. just so you are able to do that for yourself forever. So even if something happens and I don't show up, I'm no longer doing these, or I just decide to, because like I did say, my goals within the next 2 years is to be in a very different position. So find out that I don't even have time, or I don't do these things anymore, which means that now you should already have the information to be able to place trades on your own. I remember years ago when I started teaching, I only taught physical one-on-one classes for maybe 1 year. And I told those people, because I was like, guys, in fact, I was charging like way less money, like 1,500 rands, just to sit like, with me, and I teach you for like days in a row. And a few months before, I told people, I was like, you know what? Um, there's a lot of things that I'm seeing I'm gonna find breakthrough in terms of me just locking in and working on myself, which means that I won't be teaching like this anymore. And sometimes someone would want just an hour with me, and I'm gonna say this crazy amount of money, and they'll think I'm being ridiculous, but it's just because of that's what I believe is worth my hour at that time. And obviously people didn't listen to us. A few months later, I stopped doing that, doing one-on-ones and teaching and doing all those things. And then a lot of people now started coming to me and saying that, oh, please, please, please. But unfortunately, I couldn't even go back, because at that time I was making a bit more money, and it was not even just about money. But instead of me sitting down and trying to show someone and doing all those things, I felt like I still had a lot to learn. So I figured all those things out, and I wanted to focus a bit more on me and understanding things better, because I was not happy with where I was. So I just wanted to go a bit more deeper. So what I'm saying with this is, you need to be able to take advantage of a situation while you still have it, because that situation might not be there forever. Meaning that these live sessions, I'm consistent with them now. I've logged in. I've been doing this without the live session, writing it down. Now I just decided that I'm doing this publicly. If you are smart, you'd be able to learn my mind, see how I see things, ask nice questions that are going to benefit you, so that if I do happen to stop, you then from there won't be able to rely off of me and all those things forever. But if you're going to want signals and want all those things, maybe where I buy, you buy, where automatically you are always going to be a person that depends on other people, on which it's hard. You won't be a millionaire. You won't be, because at the end, there's times where me on my journey, I go through things that I can't depend on someone else. Like, if I depend on someone else, a lot of people, like, I'm responsible of a lot of people. That means that I'm putting someone else to be that responsibility, on which it doesn't happen that way. It's me that's responsible. God put me in this position for a reason. So I must be able to just capitalize and maximize. So guys, one thing that I want us to do is, like I did say, this is strictly for educational purposes. So we just have to do this big, man. We just have to do this big. So the previous week we saw the US dollar when it started on Monday. I believe it was somewhere around what was the dollar on Monday? Oh yes, we were here when we started the sessions, and we were looking at the dollar. Hopefully just hold and go up. Respect this and go up, because we also saw this right here. So looking at first touch, second touch, and then third touch, and then buying, going all the way up. But price didn't do that. Also, why I'm doing this, why I'm doing a recap, is to show you that the price doesn't have to move how you see things all the time. But you also need to learn something about how we see things, which is how we evolve. Meaning that if I say this is more likely to move like this and it doesn't, what do I do after that? Do I revenge trade and try to force it to move like that, or do I evolve with the markets and take new message from the market and then try to work with what the market is now telling us to do? So, like, guys, I did say, in terms of when it comes to questions and answers, the only time we are going to be doing questions and answers like at the end of the session. So now I want to really go more deep into, because when I'm trading, when I'm doing my market analysis, truth speak, I do this by myself, which means that I don't want any distractions and all those things and stuff. So now that I'm doing this publicly, I can't analyze, focus on the markets and answer questions, but at the end, after doing this, I will get to a section, after analyzing the markets, I'll get to a section whereby now I can answer questions. So that's basically where I want us to be. Now looking at it, I can easily see that with the dollar index, the very first thing is price. Yes, it broke below, then it went up, retested somewhere here, and then it broke below. So we're looking at price come here, Once it breaks here, hopefully come here. But now we can see price done something different, which means that it came a bit more up, which is above. Now it came more like here. During the NFP sessions, price was here. We're looking at it maybe hopefully breaking and then going all the way down. The price instead played a bit and then it went a bit up. It broke above here, retest, and then now it went a bit more up. Then it came back to retest and then prices here. So what the looks of it, obviously this area is where price is more significant. You can simply see this is where it was previous resistance, previous support. It has broken. So it could either hold because of, look at this beautiful candlestick. I'm not too sure if you can see this beautiful engulfing candlestick right here, because once it got here, which is now resistant, price basically gave us let me just do this. Once you can see this was support, once price got here, which is now at the resistance, you can easily see that we've got this engulfing candle, and then hopefully what the looks of it, price could either, depends on how it respects, could either impulse, still continue impulsing all the way down. Now that we've seen the dollar index, and the dollar index closed in a way whereby it's saying that the dollar index closed in a way by it's saying that it might lose with the NFP news. It showed that there's a high chance that it might lose currency value within the next few days. So that's how normally I see news. I don't see news in terms of wanting to trade them now on the spot, because if you want to trade them now on the spot, this is what's going to happen. Price is going to go up and down and up and down, which means that even if you are buying or selling, it might still take you out because of the fact that it's going like this. It's going like this. But if you are really just taking your analysis, your technical analysis, and then you're also adding with the fundamental analysis, you're able to make a nicer decision when it comes to the news. So with me, in regards to this, the first thing that I'm looking for is, like, now already I can see it's a sell, let's say right here, because of this engulfing. I can see that there's a high chance that price might continue going down. But for today, I think I'll still be waiting for more confirmations. Hopefully today I might not be executing trades. I'll be waiting for more confirmations. But that's where what we're seeing today is going to be the success of tomorrow's trades, because it's not analyzing right now and executing right now, but it's analyzing, waiting, preparing, and then being able to execute at the best time ever. Because you might analyze now, but hopefully find the trades playing out maybe somewhere around Thursday or Wednesday. So if you are very impatient, you take a loss today, loss tomorrow, loss on Wednesday. Whereby if you were just patient, you wouldn't trade all these days, because you've seen that the market is not making sense right now. And then Thursday you trade only once, but only that once is when you're able to be in profits, and you didn't give money back to the market, but instead you are ahead. So one thing that you're seeing right now is, yes, we're looking for price to just respect this area and then go all the way down. But if that doesn't happen, if let's say price doesn't happen and then it decides that it breaks above here, let's say it breaks above, boom, it breaks above, it's okay, it's very normal, nothing we're not used to. We'll just have to wait for it to retest, treat this area now as support, and then that's when we'll take buy opportunity. So basically that's what we're looking for. Because of this engulfing candle, I can already see what price is telling us. Okay, and as well, I might as well just adjust this, hopefully just put it somewhere more like this. So basically this will also guide in terms of if this does happen to break below. Already I understand what price is telling me. It's just telling me if price does close below here, already I can see price is telling me that there's a high chance we're still going all the way down, which first take profit would still be here, and then overall take profit right here. So with this, I will be looking at first EURUSD. We can start with EURUSD. Boom, just like this. This is a trade that we actually caught on NFP right here. We went up with it. Eventually what I done is that I locked in maximum profits. I think price took me out somewhere here, so I was in profit, and then boom, when it was somewhere here, instead of going all the way up, it came in, then it took us out with maximum profits. But this is one of those trades whereby, like I did say, managing a trade plays a major role. So let's just take a look at what's going on now. So with this, obviously starting first with the 4 hour, let me look at this. I didn't look at this in terms of the 4 hour. So 4 hour, it makes sense. In fact, 4 hour, look at it, it's more like a break here. Look at the 4 hour, first touch, second touch, broke out. It's more like it's coming back to retest. You see, it's more like it's coming back to retest. Okay, so coming here at the Euro USD. So with Euro USD, I'm seeing more like the same thing like we did. So we've seen the dollar go up, which means that the Euro USD potentially going up, the dollar going down, which means that the Euro USD going up. And with that, I'm able to just take this from here up until here, which is on the 4-hour. Then I'm gonna go to the 60-minute. Then on the 60-minute, then we just refine this so it starts nicely where price touched right here. And then basically with this, I'm just seeing price potentially just coming down to somewhere around these areas right here, and then hopefully seeing price go a bit more up, breaking. First target could be here. We'll just say first target is here, which is Friday's move. You can see Friday is what happened, but overall target is gonna have to be here, because also if we add up a Fibonacci to all the way from the high, from the low to the high, you can see we are now at the 61.8 level. So that's also how we are able to keep track of it. And basically when prices somewhere around these areas here, be able to just find those entries, maybe stop loss somewhere here, and take profit all the way up. Something more like this 8.7 risk to reward. Okay, and then in terms of a sell, the only time I'll see a sell, like I did say, is if price breaks below here. Price breaks below, let me use this rather so I show you how the market can move. Breaks below and then retest with a nice pattern, that's when I would only take a sell. But for now, I'm not looking for a sell. If only it does this and it gives us a nice pattern like this. Okay, so that is the best that we'll be looking at for now. I know that we're looking for just this nice buy entry that's more likely to come here. Okay, let me just put right here, just to say that I see what's going on, even though it's not ready, but I see. Sometimes when you're not seeing what price is telling you and stuff, you don't even have to try to force yourself to it. Just, skip it, you don't have to force yourself to it. Let's do this. Okay, so now GBPUSD, same thing here. We can easily see prices moving in a beautiful upward trend, and so on. So with this, it's more likely the same. So that I can have price take it from here to here. But I believe this is also more like, what's more likely to happen in the next few days, because also this could be like this, but this is more on the bigger time frame, on which I don't think it's more likely to. If it does move like this, yeah, it'll be interesting to watch, because I'll follow through with it. I'll still observe it regardless of whatever that happens. But one thing that I'm seeing here is already just by understanding how the market is moving right now, because I'm not trying to look at super far future movements. I'm trying to look at what's more likely to happen right now. So okay, so you can see where price is right now. Price is currently right here. We still have 30 more minutes for this candlestick to close, but with this, it's very simple for us to see that, okay, price basically came, it went high, like from here on all the way to from the lows all the way up to the highs. And then this young retracement, this is where we caught our NFP movements somewhere around here, and then we went up with it. So already when price was here, I think I took profit, because I took profit on the 15-minute, but I took profit somewhere around here. And let me show you how I took profit on somewhere around, I took it here. Just yeah. This was Thursday's trade. Thursday's trade is when we went up. Price closed somewhere above here. This was on Thursday. It closed in the morning. If you looked at the day in life, I showed you guys on how those trades actually closed. And then when it comes to NFP, I think we executed some trades somewhere around, I believe it's maybe somewhere around here. Yeah, at the low. Oh, yes, we were looking at this support. Let me do this. The support, it nearly confused me for a bit. we're looking at the support. So we took some trades somewhere around here. So we bought somewhere around here. We had our stop loss B here, and then we had our take profit B. Let me just see. Our take profit B here. But as soon as price went above, price went a bit more below. I think before even the time closed, like before 9 p.m., already I had locked in profit somewhere here, looking at the 5 minutes. Let me just see. Because I was looking at the 5 minutes, and we managed to have closed in somewhere here. So it was not really too much. It was like close to break even. But this is it's just like, you know, how we choose to manage this, because I don't want to hold on to maybe a trade that can potentially spend the whole weekend trying to play out. But by now I'm biting my nails, you know, hoping for it to move in the right direction. So right now where it is, I can easily see we've got our first touch here, second touch, and right now is where the third touches is. And as well, if I'm able to have this area be our support, you can see, you know, we've got this area, first touch, second touch. Now we're at the third touch. So this is where we are looking into price, just hopefully coming all the way up, breaking above, maybe just coming here at this resistant area. Obviously, we have to wait for, you know, candlestick confirmation. We'd have to wait for some sort of a candlestick confirmation before price starts to get to this level. And then, like I did say, if this doesn't happen this way, like this doesn't hold, and then it breaks, obviously that means that for us to change how we see it, it doesn't mean now that it's here, I'm gonna buy. You know, I'm not gonna buy now that just because it's here and so on. I'm gonna wait for price to move the way that I did mention, meaning that it has to come back in structure, give us that nice engulfing, you know, move in the right directions and stuff. And then once price makes sense, let's say for instance, if price happens to I can even have this management line be here. So if price happens to respect this engulfing, then breaks above, and then it does something more like this, then that's when we might potentially take even this buy, just so we have a nice risk to reward type of a trade. You see, so we wait for the right trades, because with the right trades we are able to look at the right risk to reward. Like I did say, guys, there's people that would all strategies are not the same. There's different strategies. There's someone strategy out there that hits profit every single day, in terms of every time when you see, let's say whether you're in their groups or whatever the cases, they'll be like, oh, take profit hit, take profit hit, take profit hit. But maybe that is because of the fact that when they enter, they just enter anyway. Their stop loss is like this, and their take profit is like this, which means that yes, such a strategy is easier to hit take profit, because you have very big risk but small loss, meaning that if you lose more money or you blow your account. But if you win less, but you win more. You understand? So obviously, if you're a beginner or a complete new trader, and you go in a group and you see someone every day saying, take profit hit, take profit hit, take profit hit, you'll be like, this group is dope, but you're not looking at the types of risk to rewards that they're using. And then such a strategy that's being used here, when you enter and then you see stop loss 1 hit, stop loss 1, 2 hit, stop loss 3 hit, and then boom, oh, we hit 1 take profit. You're like, oh, they lost 3 times, they won once. Nah, these ones are not good. But look at our risk to reward. I won 5, I lost 3, but I won 5. In total, I'm profits by 2. That's net profit. You need to now open your mind in terms of business wise. That's net profit. I'm net profit 2. But this person here, they won 10 times, they lost, let's say they won 10 times, they lost 2 times. Already they are in negatives, because of every time that they won, they were winning, let's say they were winning 0.40. So which means that if they won 10 times, they only won, let's say 4%. But now when they lose, like what, 4 times, already that takes back that 4%. Do you get it? So for me, it's not safe. Yes, you win more, but it's not safe. It's not, I wouldn't trade like this. That's one of the reasons I stopped. The day one when I traded the binary options. I was on binary options, and this was like, you know, how things were moving. It was like more like this and so on. And I was not too comfortable and confident with when the market was moving like this, up until I decided that, okay, you know what, I need something that's going to really make sense for me, because such trades are not, you know, for me, it doesn't really make sense. Okay. Sorry about that. I was just getting a call here, so I wanted to see. Yeah. But yes, so this is what I'm more likely to look for. And if price happens to go the opposite way, let's say for instance, that would be if price breaks below here and then does this, then that's when I'll take a sell. Only. That's the only time I'll take a sell. For now, I don't have any reason to rush things. Understand? So that's one of the. Remember, even last week I even mentioned, guys, on Mondays I know that for me, it's not like I with looking at data and stuff. I shouldn't rush my trades, because if I rush my trades just to trying to trade on Mondays, automatically I'm gonna give away money. So if I'm trading, I should in fact trade with less money, because that's just how it is for me. And such results, you see them from back testing, you see them from being able to just get different types of results. Like, let's say for instance, doing this every day, writing it down, understanding how the price moves, understand how the market moves, and then being able to just come up with, okay, like if you are able to play football and you are playing every single day, you are kicking, you are missing, you're kicking, you're missing, and then one day you discover that if you kick with your left leg at this specific area, let's say in the 18 yards or whatever, you more likely score. You get it? So automatically that's a breakthrough for you. You can't always now try to do the same thing that you're doing to make you miss and lose. No. Now you have to try to do a bit more of that. That means that now, first of all, you're gonna no longer try to score with your right leg. That's the first thing. You need to remove that. Secondly, you need to remove the fact that trying to score from any distance. Then the second thing is you need to try to always put yourself in the right position, which means that try to be in the 18 yards. And then when you're in the 18 yards, try to have the ball be on your left side of the leg, so you can try to score. That's how now you are a bit more closer to success. You understand? You saw your mistakes, you saw how you're doing things. Now you are trying to fix them so that you are able to do more. Also, from there, you are going to evolve, you're going to get better. So you can't do the same thing that I see people that come to me and say, I've been trading way more than you, like let's say 10 years, 12 years, but I'm still not profitable. I'm still not doing this. And when I ask them what you do, they still show me the things that they learned from years ago. You understand? And they're stuck on it. The reason they're still failing is because they're stuck on it. They're not willing to evolve and move and open their mind. Like, let's say for me, the reason we're able to be a bit more ahead, I wouldn't say that I'm like far and old. No, I'm just a bit more ahead, and that is just the fact that I'm open-minded. If someone tells me something, like right now, if someone says here, oh no, even if that person has been trading for 2 years, I see a lot of people coming in the comment section, they'll be like, oh no, this is wrong, and all those things. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, I have 8 years experience, what do you mean? No, I'll just look at what makes this person say this. Then I'll look into what they're saying. I'll look into if what they're saying is right, if it makes sense to me. If it does, I'll see if that can benefit me. And if it can benefit me, I'll look into testing it before applying. No, I test it. I'll test it on my own, back testing, just playing around maybe a week or so. And then if I'm confident in it, that's when I can come back and be like, oh guys, I learned something new. Come see 1, 2, 3, and so on. Do you get it? So like, we don't close our mind up. At first, I remember when I was learning, I learned Fibonacci's, I learned E-dot waves, I learned Heikenachi, I learned every indicator that you can think of. I learned I used to even trade with line charts. I used to trade with Heikenachi charts. I'm not too sure if it's here. Here it is. I used to trade with this because I was thinking that different things work. Up until I saw, no man, yes, the one of the best things for me was open-minded to wanting to learn and open-minded to that, but it's also learning a bit more quicker. When someone came and showed me something, I wouldn't say, no, I'm good, what's it doing for me, it's working. And I'll just be like, why does what you're doing work for you? Then I'll listen, see, take down notes, go home, practice, test, and do whatever, and come back and see if that works for me, if that is beneficial for me, if I should look into implementing it or not. Okay. So also, just by having it be like this, I can see here's my young beautiful pattern right here. So I can also see the price went above impulse in a young, now we're in this corrective phase. Price obviously testing here for a third touch. Here we're gonna wait for maybe engulfing candle or hammer, whatever the case is, as long as it's a candlestick confirmation. And then that's when we're gonna start seeing that buy, stop loss just below here, take profit here. So mind you, this is from the 1 hour perspective. You see, on the 1 hour, you'd get a 30 pip stop loss and all those things. But when I'll be day trading it, everything's going to show itself from the 15-minute or from the 5-minute. In fact, I might enter this from the 5-minute, meaning that price can go break above here, go a bit more up, break above here, boom. Maybe that's a change of character, and then it starts to play around and breaks above. That's a break of structure. And then maybe what I'm more likely to do is have my N3 be here, and then my stop loss just be below here. And then I'm still taking the same 1 hour take profit. It's just the N3 was refined. And that is the most important thing about waiting for the right price, because look at it, I'm still going to the same area, but look at this, 16, which means that even if I lose 16 times and I catch this type of an N3 and this type of a trade, I'm still okay, so I don't know. Most people, obviously, this way of trading, it's not meant for them. So we will just wait and see with this one here, GBPUSD. Let me also target this and say that I'm seeing it. So let's see on EURUSD. I mentioned that we're waiting for obviously a candlestick here. Somewhere here, we'll see. If price breaks below here, it means that price has now changed. Maybe it's looking into selling. And then the dollar, same thing. We see where we are. We've also, when I say engulfing candlestick, normally I wait for such movements. Look at this. It got to resistance, and then followed was a huge bearish engulfing, which means that someone was going to think, no, this is a breakout, but this engulfing came back within structure, which says a lot. This is just how you understand candles. So then, okay, these were just, let me just remove this. These were from the previous sessions when we looked at, and we had members tell us what we should look into. But let's look at US30. So US30, remember on NFP as well. I think we caught this beautiful buy before NFP. We caught this beautiful buy. And when I was on NFP, we were looking for price to just push a bit more up, maybe coming here. And yeah, it did go a bit. It played a bit here, you can see, and then it did go a bit more up. If you had executed this trade, let's say we're looking at it somewhere here, and below it went up. If you execute this trade, maybe on the 5-minute, you would have locked in, but it went a bit more low, and then now we're seeing it here. So let's see what's more likely to happen now. So already, I believe we have reached our resistance area, because looking at it on US30, we can see that we hit this area here, be resistance. Right here, price broke below, went a bit more up, wanted it. In fact, while it was still there, the reason we're buying is because we wanted it to get here. It got here, and once it got here, look at what happened. Gave us this beautiful engulfing candle, then it went down. The young retest went down. I believe it's now ranging. So there's a high chance price is still going to continue, maybe hopefully going down. But let us see on the 60-minute. So already I can see price basically when it got here. This would have been a nice clean selling entry. Right here, look at this. We touch here. Stop loss just above here. Already where it is would be floating at 10%. And these are like, especially even when I understand that most people, maybe you don't trade prop firms and stuff, but these are the types of mindsets that you need to have. That's why most people that trade the way that they trade in terms of always take profit, those people can't really succeed when it comes to trading prop firms. But the mindset that we have, like already with this, if I caught just this one trade, automatically I passed my prop firm. Let's see if they needed like 10% and stuff. And if I had $100,000 account, and let's say for instance I was trading on a funder account, already with this I'm up by $10,000, one trade only, you understand? So we're not trying to catch too many trades and be right a lot of times. We're trying to catch that one trade, because for me, even breakthrough for me in terms of being able to just start seeing actual real big profits from the market, it didn't come from a lot of trades. It came from a lot of trades in terms of me being able to repeatedly, work on the same strategy and, fixing and stuff, because obviously a master takes 10,000 trades, or a master has to make 10,000. If it's a master of karate, it's 10,000 kicks, master of boxing, 10,000 punches and stuff. But the one thing, like let's say for instance, Mike Tyson, if he's good at boxing, he practices a lot of punches, like 10,000 punches, but he's maybe going to be known because of one breakthrough punch, maybe that one punch that he hit Muhammad Ali with, and Muhammad Ali fell down and knockout. You understand? So that's that one punch that would give him a breakthrough in terms of making his name popular. But he had to go through many punches. It's not out of nowhere he just came and punched Muhammad Ali and then he's the top of his industry. It doesn't happen that way. You have to go through basically hustling, trials and errors and stuff. So yeah, I can see Press basically printed this pattern here. And right now I can see where we were. This is not clean, but I can see Press where we were. Press went low, higher, lower high, a bit more higher low here, and then it broke highs. So now price is going down. So obviously it means if this candle continues to just close and breaks below, that means that price is more likely to come all the way down to here. Also, just by looking at it with the naked eye, I can see something more like a left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder, something more like this. But price is more likely to come here. But this is not the nice thing about it. The nice thing about it is price is still more likely to come here depending on how it moves. Price is still more likely to come here. So obviously, how would I take this trade? Today's still Monday. We're not rushing to be in the markets, like I did say, guys. So how we taking this trade would be, for me, like obviously this candle confirmation. And once this candle confirms, like let's say closes below, I'll just wait for a young retest and then from out the sell, and I'll go all the way down with it, believing that when I do sell here, believing that my stop loss is going to be tight right here, and my first take profit, it's not too clean. So that is why I'm going to go to as low as the 15 minutes so that I can find that nice refinery entry. I wouldn't really want to get involved in a trade that's more likely to give me I don't really want to find a trade that's more likely to give me a 2.3 risk reward. But I know coming here is going to be much more greater. But at the end, I would still wait for this on the 15 minutes maybe, or take those 5-minute entries like an intraday. I'll treat it like an intraday, like you see now how it is, basically like how it is now. This huge engulfing, wait for price to come all the way up, maybe sum up until here, close to 50% of this engulfing candle. Once we maybe get here, get some young rejection, something similar to that, then let's see what now the risk to reward. First 4.9. This is much more better. You understand? You see what we've done? I went exact same trade, nothing much, but now my risk to reward has been updated. So that's the most important thing about trading, guys. You need to be able to adjust when it comes to risk to reward. I'll continue saying this on all the live sessions because this is very important. Risk to reward is very important. It's not about catching because guys, a lot of people can say, oh, I'm in gold sell, or I'm in USDT sell, but find out that they sold here, or find out that they sold here, but their stop loss was here. You understand? So it doesn't really make sense because of they're risking way too much. It's like me having let's say $1 million in my account and then giving $1 million in order to make 500,000. No, I wouldn't do that. It's not worth it. Or giving $1 million in order to make another $1 million. I wouldn't do that. It's not worth it. That's like a 1:1 type of a thing. What I'm more likely to do is risk $1 million in order to make 5 million on 10 million. I'll do that every single time because it means that, yes, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I understand. But if I'm right, it means that the risk was worth it. The reward was actually worth it because I made more. Or if I'm able to risk $1 million and then make 500,000 every single month for the next 12 months, That's okay. That's worth the risk, because why? I'm gonna make 500,000 every month, which means that in 10 months I'm already up by 5 million. In a year I'm already on 6 million, but I risked only 1 million. Do you understand? I'm trying to change your mindset on these sessions so that you're able to really understand the importance of risk management. To understand that it's not just about entering the markets, not just about, like, true speaking, right now I can say, guys, let's buy. And trust me, someone is still gonna lose money and someone is gonna make money. Someone is gonna make less money, someone's gonna make more money, and someone is still gonna blow their accounts. It's all because of mindset. It's not because of the markets, it's not because of the broker, it's not because of, receiver, whoever the case is. It's because of the markets. You understand? It's just the markets. I mean, it's because of the mindset, and that's where I'm going with this. It's the mindset, and having the right mindset. Even if you take negatives, guys, I've took negatives. I've took negatives last week, Monday, I think, or also Tuesday. But Monday we took negatives publicly with you guys. We were like, what, 400 in this session, and I was still okay. People were just laughing, doing all those things. I was still okay. But Wednesday, Thursday, that's when we took some profits. In fact, even Friday with NFP, just after NFP, we had a beautiful trade on gold. If you don't believe, you can just easily go and check in the Telegram group. That's just some of the things that we went through. You understand? So I'm trying to just make sure that you guys keep the right mindset, because with the right mindset, even through, because there'll be a time where you're gonna go through a losing streak. I won't lie. If I'm gonna say you're gonna win all the time, I'll be lying to you. But saying that you are gonna go through a losing streak, that's the most honest thing that I can say. Even if you have the best strategy in the world, guys, even if your best, whoever you can think of, that's good. That's good. George Soros, one of the best traders out there, which made $1 million in a day. Mind you, these are one of our inspirations, because that's a breakthrough. But he also goes through a losing streak. It's just that he's perfected his mindset to a point whereby when he goes through a losing streak, he doesn't lose all the money, because mind you, these guys are trading with billions of dollars. So imagine you're trading with billions of dollars, and one simple loss takes a lot of your money. That's not wise. That's not smart. That's actually gambling. In fact, for people that are gambling, obviously now it means that you need to, in fact, you must leave the market. You must rather go to your Betway, or Hollywood, or Aviator, and all those things. You mustn't be on the markets, because the easiest way you can win when it comes to gambling is being able to just do those things. Like, that's you need to do those slots and then do this and this 777 trade. That's 100% gambling. Don't try to do that with the markets, because you are gonna lose. That's something that I'm even saying to you openly right now. But with the way that we do things, even brokers have to book us. But if you're gonna come with that mindset, you think that you're making money, but brokers are gonna book you. But for us, brokers are gonna book us, because of they see that, okay, this guy, the way that he trades, the way that he understands them. In fact, this guy, in the long term, he's profitable. In the long term, mind you, we're trying to build long term wealth. If someone comes to you and gives you $1 billion, someone in the head will be like, "Oh, take that billion to 10 billion." That's what you're gonna think, because you think it's a lot of money and you won't lose and stuff. But you can't even take 1,000 to 10,000. How are you gonna take $1 billion to 10 billion? So you have to see things that way. So yeah, we're also seeing this. Let me just note this down. Waiting for candle to close, and then maybe a retest somewhere here, and then yes, go down. Let's see US Turk. Sorry. So with this one here, it's more like this thing. I can see price impulse all the way downwards right here. So basically we can see area coming to these lows. Went a bit more up somewhere here. So we're looking at this area of resistance. It got tested here, which was on Friday as well, around 5. It would have been a beautiful entry for us to actually notice. Beautiful entry, more like this, and as well stop loss above here. Obviously take profit coming all the way down to here. But right now, if it was at the lows, it would be at 5%. Right now it would be close to 2.3%. But what I'm now looking is adjusting this, evolving with price, having this area be our new resistant area, and then looking at price basically you can see price was like moving like higher highs, higher low, higher high, and then it broke below here impulsively, and as well it broke below the support area impulsively. So now it shows that there's a high chance that price might continue selling. So for this, we see price maybe tap somewhere around here, stop loss being somewhere around here, and then our first take profit, which is going to be here, and our overall take profit is going to be here. So I'll just look at this. So maybe with US30 and Nasdaq would be the first trades that I take for the week, you know, that type of thing, because they seem ready. But when it comes to your GBPUSD, I think these ones, they still have to play around, play a bit more. But these ones, so let me just label this with purple so they can be ready. That's what I mean. If I want to place entries on it, like sell stops, sell limits and stuff, I can do that. But I'll just be a bit more safe, because just that today later on I just have like a session that I need to get into 7, 5, 6, around 6. So I'll see if the market still respects when time is approaching there, because normally when I enter, I like entering on a smaller time frame, like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and then I manage it. So before I leave my laptop, before I can say let me leave my charts, my laptop, I need to make sure that price has moved away from my entry, and as well I've locked in profits. That's when I can now start leaving and doing things and, you know, engaging and doing whatever. But if it's not doing that, you know, I can't sit knowing that there's still risks like on me, you know, when it comes to the market. So yes, on the 15 minutes, I know that price can come retest somewhere around here at the resistance. And obviously, if we may also add this, be like this, once it retests here, this would be a breakout when breaking below. So what I mean is, let's say for instance, price doing this, testing here, maybe a double top and then breaking, and boom, going down. So we can either take an entry here when it's retesting, which is a risk entry, or we can take an entry here, or up to obviously what you're comfortable with. Yeah. Yes. But I did say there's two types of entries: risk entry and a reduced risk entry. So guys, it's not always just about being in the market, you know, entering, doing all those things. No, not just about that, but it's more on about playing it safe. Playing it safe. Okay. The first thing when entering the price is you need to look at, what am I risking? Is it okay? Don't look at what am I going to gain. No. I used to do that like years ago, you know. So that's why I'm saying don't, because of I know what it costed me. I looked at, oh, you know what? By the way, I need this and I need this and I need this. Or they called me, they say this is needed at home and this. You know what? What am I gonna gain? I'm gonna, you know, enter the market here, and if price goes and hits take profit here, I'm gonna make, let's say, 20,000, and that 20,000 is gonna change my life. But I'm not looking at my risk. I mean that, what is my risk? My risk is I have 500 in my account. So it means that if I blow my account, or if I use that lot size that's gonna give me that 20,000, when it goes against me just a few pips, what's gonna happen? Okay, I'm gonna blow my account. Okay, if I blow my account, where am I gonna get money to fund my account? I don't know. Okay, so is it wise of me to risk my 500 rands? No, it's not wise. Oh, okay, what should I do in order to make sure that I don't lose it all? Okay, maybe I need to use smaller lot size. Maybe I need to respect my risk. Maybe you understand? Then you are able to change your mindset, guys. Change your mindset. Okay, so remember, like I did say, questions and answers, we are gonna see them a bit more later. But right now we were just doing some young market analysis, you know, some market analysis, basically being able to plan out for the week. We are forecasting for the week, being able to just see what exactly is going on. And then once we're done with this weekly forecast, we'll be able to look at gold. We'll be able to just take some questions and answers, because I can see some of you guys are taking questions and all those things. But yeah, and also, yeah, so currently we are looking at this. Also, one of the things I want you guys to be aware of fake accounts, because I've noticed people, there's people in the comments section that would come up and say that they are me, whether it's commenting on your comment, and they'll just, especially on YouTube, they'll just come with my profile picture, and they'll give you a number, like a different number, whether it's a number from what country or what country, African country or US country. And then from there, what they do is that they'll tell you about investments, or like, and we don't, the first thing is we do not do investments strictly at all. The only thing that we offer is 100% education, which is forexchasers.com. Let me just show you the website. That's the only thing that we offer. We do not do any investments, which is right here, forex chasers, and we only offer, like, learning, all those types of things. But when it comes to investment, taking your money, where I say, give me your money, I'm gonna grow it, or no, I'll never come to you and I'll never tell you that. I'll never ask you for money, any specific amount of money. But even if you come to me and say you have 1 million and you want me to manage it, we don't do any account management. I trade 100% my funds, 100% my funds, and it's either, if I need more funds, I'm more likely to buy the Profim Challenge. It's simple. These things are available to anyone. It's not rocket science. It's not the world. I feel like people that would want maybe your funds, to trade with your funds, if they have the right skills, they can easily just go on a Profim and trade with the Profim and, make profits. Why do they want to make your risk? Why do they want you to lose money? They don't lose anything. Why don't they take their money and buy Profim accounts? And when it comes to also investments, not real. How would someone take 50 rands and take it to 5,000, or 500 and take it to 50,000? Those things are not real, guys. If you're looking for quick cash, you are gonna be scammed. That's just 100% the truth. I once got scammed, not once, not 2 times, over 3 times, because of I looked for quick money, because someone said, give me $1,000 and you are gonna make $5,000 a week. And I was young. I was like, 20 years old. I needed money. I had a baby coming on the way. I had so many things that I felt like, let me do this. And then, yes, I gave that person money. I got scammed. I hated that person for like 2-3 months, up until I saw nobody cares. No one is here to save me. That person is gone. I'll never get them. In fact, I don't even know who that person is, because they just took someone's images and made it be like that. So made it be like it's them. So basically, I don't even know who the true person is. So at first, I held on 3 months. I was depressed. I was down bad and stuff, up until I prayed and I saw, okay, you know what? No one is coming to save me. It's only God. It's only me. So I need to hustle. I can't rely off of someone. I need to hustle. And hustling means that I came back. I had to learn. To do things properly. I had to learn what went wrong and all those things. So that's why I'm teaching you guys, so that you don't become victims of these things. You understand? Because if you don't, and you're like, this guy's taking my time, you know what? I'm going to go there and try to. I saw someone was talking about quick cash. You are going to lose your money. Like, that's just how it is. You are going to lose your money. You are going to come back crying. You are going to blame other people. You are going to be depressed. You are going to hate people. That's just how it is. That's why there's people that are negative out there. It's because of they are open-minded to such. But obviously, if you're not open-minded, if you are open-minded to the positives, like me being able to tell you this, and you taking into consider, and then knowing that the only way you are going to succeed is if you sit down with yourself, learn whatever that you can learn, implement whatever that you can implement. That's the only way you can succeed. No one is going to succeed for you. No one's going to make you a millionaire ever in this world. It's only you that's going to make it. I can teach you. I can tell you how I made it. I can tell you how I got my breakthroughs, but I won't make you that thing. It's only you, because you have to put in the work. That's where I'm going with this, you understand? But if someone is going to make it seem like it's easy, you don't have to put in any work, run away. So like I did say, beware of fake accounts. Any account that's not verified, it's not me. Any account that's asking you for money, it's not me. Any account that's telling you about investments and whatever, it's not me. Account managements and stuff. We don't do that. We strictly teach. So I'm getting okay. Okay, guys, just give me a mini second. I just got a very urgent call. I tried to avoid it for this session, but just give me a quick second so I can take this call. Okay, guys, now we still hustling, we're still pushing, so let us look at what actually is gonna happen. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Let's look at gold. Now we're on gold. So with gold, we basically ate from it, and with the looks of it, like we did say, look here, upward. We actually took this buy and went upward that on NFP. So for the week, it's for now, it's still, I see it as being impulse, like it's way up there. So it's gonna be hard of us to be able to find any entries up until maybe price goes a bit more below and then goes back up. So let me go to the 60-minute time frame, and then on the 60-minute, we've got this area first, second touch. This is where we got those entries of, and then we got our NFP entry somewhere around here. We got our entry here. Yes, somewhere around here, and then went up a bit. We got it here. Went up. I think I took profits. Let me see. I think we took profits somewhere around. Profits on that exit. There's my idea. Oh, it was here. We got it somewhere here. Went up. I think we took profits somewhere around here. So price came here. It was a bit late, and then yeah, it did go up. So with what I'm seeing here is obviously for now it's not the cleanest, but if price happens to come back here by this previous, yeah, retest here, and then go back up is when we are more likely to take entries on it. But for now, it's not going to be moving this way. For now, we'll just see, because obviously all we'll just have to wait for, then go back up, basically. Okay, so that is all the way up until gold, guys. You guys saw it. This is normally what I trade, me personally, on a day-to-day basis. These pairs here, EURUSD, I just added it the previous week because someone said I used to trade it, look at it, but I also took it out because anyways I'm looking at GBPUSD. I take it as it's the same thing. So, but yeah, when it comes to, let's see, just waiting for price to just push a bit more below somewhere here, go back up. GBPUSD, same thing, going back up. Dollar index going down. We're hoping for this to just push, go down. US tech, see where it is right there where we spoke about it. Inspecting and retracing, retesting these areas right here. Retesting here, and then potentially going all the way down somewhere here. This is, what is it? US tech, obviously, and then US tech has, that's US 30, then US tech more like the same thing. Coming here somewhere around here. So, but it's still Monday, obviously, so just being chilled, being humble. Being chilled and being humble. Somewhere around here, the resistance. Let me use this 1 hour. And then going all the way down with it. So it's getting there. I can see it's getting there. Okay. So I think now, guys, what we are gonna be doing right now is doing some questions and answers. Questions and answers live. Sorry about that. I just choked on something. Question and answers, and as well some, market analysis, whatever the case is. So I don't know, what questions do you guys have for me? Let's just see. Question. I see you don't use value value gaps, FDG, value value gap big session, and all those things. In your past years as a trader, did you find it effective? Let's just see. Here's the first question. I see you do not use value gaps, break of structure, and all those in your past years as a trader. Did you find it effective? Yes, I did happen to find it effective, but with me, like I did say, I don't use the value gaps, but I rather use the, like, let's say, order blocks. Like, let's say, for instance, here, this, I would say that it would be more like an order block type of an entry. But in terms of value gaps, I haven't really gave it over 100 trades of backtesting. That's why I don't really use it when I'm now trading in the actual markets. I still have to backtest, get the results to see if it's working for me and all those things. But with other blogs, I've sat down, I've given it all the time, and I've actually, like, invested in even courses. Like, I've studied courses, I've bought courses from different people that are teaching this that have been trading it for years. And then that's why I'm more comfortable with that instead of this exact same thing. Okay, what do you trade main person indices? Main pairs are GBPUSD only, indices US 30 and US 30 and US tech, and as well commodity would be called. This is what I trade. Mark was asking us what exactly we trade. Lol, little brother, I'm still waiting for my book. I won. I wonder which book is it? You won. Which book is it, man? Which book is it? Or just send me a message on WhatsApp. Or 072187. Okay. Send the number on WhatsApp and then I'll look into it. Those are the numbers that I just put there. You can see them here. Just send a message there. Then I'll look into it. But be patient with me because I get so many messages, But I'll look into it. Just remind me and stuff. In fact, remind me there so I can remember. Because if you remind me on this session, someone is gonna come and say that they are so remind me on WhatsApp. But every week we'll be doing sessions. Yes. In fact, last week we were doing this session every single day. So hopefully with I just mentioned to members, like, because of positive results and all those things, I'm more likely willing to do this every day moving forward. So that's one of the things that I'm looking into doing. Just give me a quick sec. Guys, I'm getting too many calls from family members, business partners, everything. Yeah. So these sessions are being done. Currently, I'm doing them daily. So I just want to see for how long they will push, because, like I did say, I do this every single day. Sometimes I get too lonely, I get bored, but it's different because maybe I'll be on calls, meetings while I'm trading like this. You see, now, let's say, for instance, I'm in the session. It's hard for me to be in calls and meetings and stuff, but I'll just see how it goes. Depending on the positive feedback, if it's helping people, obviously I'm willing to sacrifice whatever so that I can, because my goal is to help, but obviously if it's not beneficial and all those things, then I'm seeing people saying, no, we're okay. As I even asked in the Telegram group, make sure the link is in bio, in the description. I asked, do you guys want a session today? Because I wanted to see who's actually interested. And just a few people said no, but I didn't want to take that negativity. So I went with the masses that said yes. How long did it take you to master psychology? I think 3 years, man. 3 years. I won't lie. It took me 3 years. I read books like Mark Douglas, because I can see one of my brothers saying Mark Douglas is good for psychology. Yes. So it took me 3 years because at first I had the strategy, but psychology was not well. Secondly, then I started understanding things like risks and stuff, but so psychology and mindset was not well. Up until I got into a program that was offering psychological lessons. And that's when things changed, because I noticed that if I just started by understanding psychology at first, I wouldn't have went through all those trials and errors, but I had to go through them because I can't avoid them. So yes, this book is actually good. So the market doesn't always provide opportunities, and sometimes it's easy to force trades because of impulsiveness. How do you develop patience to wait and for high? Like I did say, you see what I've done with this. I see this is more likely to sell when it gets to a specific area, and I know where my stop loss must be, and I know how I'm going to take it. But I'm not going to just sell now. I have to wait for it to do exactly that. If it done that, that's when I can sell, when it gave me that. Like, let's say, for instance, even here on GBPUSDs and stuff, for me to have priced, I don't just wait for it to get and then I'm buying. That's impulsive. I'm waiting for it to move exactly how I showed you guys. Closing with an engulfing, that's a candlestick confirmation once it closes with an engulfing. And then going back to give us like some sort of a ranging market on a smaller time frame, a continuation pattern, whatever the case is, then I'll take that. You understand? So you have to wait for the market to act in a way whereby if your strategy says, this is something as simple, let's just say simple break and retest. If price goes up, breaks, you wait for a retest, so that then you buy at retest, then you go up. That's it. Wait for that to happen. So most people, their problem is when it breaks here, be like, no, the last time when I bought, when I waited for a retest, price didn't come back to retest, and then it left me. So you know what? I'm buying right now because it's breaking. Only to find out that this is not even a breakout, it goes back down. You understand? So you need to let your strategy test it, back test it, see your high probability setups that actually work, and then wait 100% for that setup. If it doesn't come, it's okay. There's weeks whereby maybe I won't even place trades, me, to be speaking, just because of the market is not moving in that exact same way. Okay. Hey, Lissy, I just came back from work. What's going on with NAS, Golden NAS? So what's going to happen is that I am going to be dropping this session on, once I'm done with that, it's going to go public on YouTube, so you can rewatch everything that I did mention. You'll be able to find value from it, though. You'll be able to find massive value. So how do you get your confirmation? It's more on candlestick confirmations. Like I did say, with each and every single analysis that we looked at, I kept on saying I wait for confirmation via candlestick, because what is price? Price comes from candlesticks. Candlestick has what? Open, close, high, low. So basically, you can't really make a trading decision without looking at what the candlestick is saying. Is a mentor needed to be successful in trading? Truly speaking, a mentor is needed to be successful in anything, because let's just look at it this way. In school, imagine if you go to school, whether it's high school, primary school, varsity, and they just give you textbooks and they leave you. You are most definitely going to succeed or like get the night. That's why they teach you, in school. That's why someone comes every single day to teach you, show you on the whiteboard, walk you through. Even though those things are there in the textbook, is because of you need to be taught. And there's the same thing with the mentor or anything that you're doing. Even people, guys, even let's say Michael Jordan or best basketball players, those guys get taught. They have mentors, they have coaches. It's not because of Michael Jordan is good now, he practices every day by himself. No. Mike Tyson, he doesn't box by himself every day. No, he has someone telling you, no, Mike, don't do this, do this. Oh, this is what your mistake is. Go a bit more aggressive. Oh, Jordan, don't do this. You're dunking like this. You understand? There's coaches in each and every. If you want to succeed, a hack to your succeeding is with the coach, because a coach knows if you don't use a coach, let's say for instance, it's gonna take you 20 years. You are gonna get there, but it's gonna take you 20 years or 30 years. But if you use a coach, it can take you 3 years or 2 years or even a few months, depending on how quick you learn. You understand? Because the coach is going to say, oh, this is the mistakes that you need to avoid. This is the lessons that you need to learn. And this is what you need to do in order to just 100% go towards success. You get it? So for each and every single thing that you're doing, even driving, guys, for us to drive, you don't just get in a car and then start by saying, oh, okay, let me just see. This looks like gear one. Let me put on gear one. Let me press gas. Let me go forward. No. You go through driving school, you have to get your license, you have to practice, you understand, you need a coach, and you don't teach yourself those things. You learn with someone that's experienced to do this. So if you're in school, you're gonna need a coach, like a mentor to teach you. If you're in business, you are gonna need a mentor. If you're in trading, you are gonna need a mentor. If you're in sports, you are gonna need a coach. If you're anything that you do, you are gonna need a coach, So you just have to choose your coach. Like some coaches, if you choose a different coach, maybe they might not teach you, others might teach you better. Let's say, for instance, me, if I want to succeed a bit more better, and I go to someone that taught Mike Tyson, I'm going to be close to as good as him. if I'm gonna go to someone, or in fact, even now, if I want to get good, I can go to him personally and say, man, how much do you charge? They say, I charge $100,000. Like, you know what? I'm willing to give you just to spend a month with you. Get it? Because I know the value I'm gonna get from him with that much money. It's a lot, yes, but imagine someone is gonna go to boxing for 5 years. I'm gonna spend 1 month with them, and I'm gonna learn things that are gonna put me in 5 years ahead. Get it? So that's just what you need to be successful. Listen to even the best of the best billionaires, they still use coaches till this day. I don't expect a buy on DXY. I actually expect a sell. Like I did say, look at it like this. I'm expecting this sell going all the way down because this is resistance and this engulfing candle. But what I'm saying is, what the market, you open yourself up to all scenarios, meaning that if the sell doesn't happen, because I'm waiting for this and then going down. But if it doesn't happen and then it breaks above, then I won't be like, oh no, for the week it means that it won't happen. I'm not really, no. I'll automatically just know that there's a high chance this might happen and then go back up. And then maybe I'll take it by looking at it, or I'll just look at what's more. Maybe it'll now push up until somewhere here at these areas. I'll just evolve. So it's more about evolving structure. With rather, I think now you're getting a retest on US30. Yes, I think that retest, yes, it actually happened already right here. So let me just see. Yeah, okay, perfect. You see this retest, candlestick confirmation, price is now going down. So this is 100% the best trades that we look for. Price went, broke above, and then it's now going down. So right now, what we are more likely maybe to see is price breaking somewhere below here. Luckily, this one is moving how we spoke, how we anticipated, but breaking below here. And then after it breaks below here, coming back to resistance. Still Monday, guys, not rushing the market, breaking below, and then after breaking, coming back up somewhere here, and then going down. You see? So it's just patience, So already with this one here, truly speaking, on my side, I did enter with a very small lot because like there's different types of ways whereby you can just be in the mind. Let me just do in the Telegram group. If you know, just make sure that you are checking the Telegram group. Because like I did say, it's Monday, so I don't want to be too insane with Mondays and stuff, but looking at it, just see where just look at where I actually caught it in the Telegram group. The link is in the description. Just check the Telegram link is in the description. And you'll be able to see how I caught it. I caught it somewhere here while we were on the session. Because like I did say, I spoke about how it's more likely to move. But I ended with a small lot because it's still Monday. I know what price is more likely to do. It can play around, it can do whatever. And I'm waiting for that. And then that break, the break now that's going to confirm here. And then I'll take a sell with now the actual lot size. Because right now, it's just like for me to be in the trade, so that I remember that, oh, I'm in the trade, But the risk is nothing, truly speaking. It's not too much, like for my account. What are you looking at when you're waiting for entry? What level do you use for screen recording and sharing? Normally I'm on Zoom. I use Zoom for my meetings and stuff. Mentor, what was a breakthrough? What made you to be profitable? I think it was just with the things that I'm sharing with you, man. Like being able to just respect the risk, change my psychology, change how I think. Because at first I used to follow people that they looked like they were winning, but when I sat down and I started understanding the markets more better, like buying courses and doing that, then I saw no, man, I was following the wrong people. You see, so the way they were trading, I remember there was a guy that used to trade in a way by, and it's sad because now when I look at where those people are, they're not far, like they're in fact maybe in a worse position. Let me just put it this way. Some people would, like, let's say I remember that someone would buy here and then have take profit one, not take profit one, take profit two, take profit three, and no stop loss. You understand? And then it means that, yeah, like it was insane. Those are the people that we were following, unfortunately. But sort of training was still a bit more new. Like people are not doing what I'm doing now on YouTube and sharing full information like this. In fact, I remember first time when I got into trading, people were selling MT5 to people for like 30,000 rands. That's how trading was back then. 30,000 just for someone to teach you MT5, MT4, in fact, not even MT5. So normally, yes, I wait for the 15 minutes for 5 minutes in terms of when I'm intraday, when I'm intraday trading. I'm waiting for the 5 minutes, but 15 minutes also I'm open to it. Yes, 30 has done what we've been waiting for, so it's moving well. Yes, that's true, Tiamo. Every industry has a teacher. It's very simple, man. If you don't, like, it's not a must. Like, you don't have to get a teacher. Like, you can say, oh no, I'm going to school, I don't want a teacher. That's okay. But when someone that has a teacher is succeeding better and more quicker, you shouldn't also hate on them, and don't try to demotivate them, because that's just how it is. Like, with the teacher, it shortens things for you. And with 12 years, my coach, most definitely, man, let's do this big. What time frames do you focus on? 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 5 minutes. Okay. What should I do that you may be my mentor? Okay, currently the only best way that you can get close to us is just by being in our programs, because we have here the two beginners package and as well the advanced package. So that's basically one of the best things that you can do to be close to us. But in terms of one-on-one sessions, like you and I only and all that, um, I'm not really doing that. The only thing that I do if you're in our beginners package, obviously, is in the community. I'll help, I'll communicate, I'll speak with you and do all those things. But I don't do personal one-on-one sessions. Like I did say, those things take time, they take also money. Like for me to sit down with a person one-on-one, I think at least it's gonna be worth like $2,000, and that's 30,000 rand. And that's a lot of you guys obviously won't really afford that. That's why I'm doing sessions like this openly for everyone, because it's also worth my money, I'm worth my time. Like already now, there's things that I need to do this, and it's just there's so many things. So maybe when you are in our packages, when you are in our things, then that's when you can get closer. And then sometimes I remember I've had people that were in the advanced package, and I'll be like, oh, let's get on a meeting and talk, because I like something that they said or they shared. It's like, hey man, let's just talk, let's get on a meeting. I got into sessions with them, so that's the best way that you can be close, let me just say. How long do you think gold will buy for? I'm not too sure, man. Can't really predict and say, because right now it's at the highest that it is. But we're not really trying to see. We're just trying for it to retest, at least come back somewhere down here and go back up. But I'm not too sure how long it will still continue going up, because it's been. But what I think is, yes, it has to come back down. It is at some point and then go back up. So, but I can't really say from here. It's still gonna go back up all the way up. It's a bit more hard. Expected as well too for DXY today because of like perfect, man. Yeah, we've seen the same. Yeah, normally I start them at 3:30, 4 just before New York session. So yeah, let's just tomorrow we'll be doing the same thing. Where is the Telegram link? Let me just also make sure that I Yeah, I just sent it in the chat. Just check it out. It's here in the chat. So I just sent it in the chat for the member. Robbie Teach asking where's the Telegram link. How many points do you put your stop loss? Obviously, it's determined by price. Not me, but like I'd find like 10 pips, 15 pips stop losses. But the reason I wait for the right best entries because of the fact that I want to enter where price is going to be the most best for me to have the best stop loss. So that's why I do exactly what I'm doing, why I do it that way, you know. So if, let's say, for instance, for US 30, if I enter here, my stop loss is going to be big, which is here. But if I really want to have my normal tight stop loss, I need to enter it right here at the most best entry, just so I have the tightest stop loss. So I don't hold a trade for too long. Even here, if I want to enter, if I enter, let's say when prices, I'm buying and I enter when prices here, I'm gonna have a stop loss here, you know, and take profit here, which you can see stop loss is 47. But if I want to find that nice one, I'm gonna have to wait for it to do exactly what I want, which is maybe a clean candle confirmation, retest, maybe, and then after the retest, then I know I'm gonna enter somewhere here, stop loss is gonna be super here, 20 pip, and then I'm gonna come here, same thing. You see? Do you trade the S&P? I used to trade it, but for me, it was not moving too much. It was a bit too slow, so I just stopped it. It reminded me of AUD, USD. It was too slow. So I feel like your S&P 500, if you're a new trader, instead of looking at NASDAQ, you'd rather look at S&P 500 if you're a beginner trader. And instead of looking at your GBPUSDs and stuff, maybe you can even look at AUD, USD, because those are like the slow pairs. They're slow, they're just slow. So they're not too volatile. Like USDT, US take that, they don't play with your mindset, you know, and also take more of your money, even though profits are going to give you more, but still. Guys, obviously, when it comes to lot size, it depends on your account. But if you have a small account, less than like 1,000, like 500, you need to be using 0.01, not more than 0.02. Anything less than $100, actually, 0.01. $200, 0.02. $300, 0.03, and so on. Is Forex difficult? I wouldn't say that anything is difficult if you don't have the right knowledge. Like I did say, someone out there is going to say, oh, there's what you call Forex. People are making money. They get in the market. They try to do these things themselves. They lose and they say, oh, no, Forex is a scam. It's difficult. I don't want to do this anymore. And then someone out there is going to say, you know what? This thing looks difficult, but let me get a mentor. They get a mentor explains things to them. They're, oh, okay, I understand it. And then, boom, they're confident now. Understand? Gideon, I highly appreciate you. I highly appreciate you, brother. When is the right time to change from a micro account to the standard account? I think when your account is a bit more big, it's a micro account when you have less than 3,000 rands, you can trade with a micro account. When you start having more than 3,000 rands, you can start trading with a standard account. That's what I think would be okay, you know, but it's just personal experience, what I've seen work. The best advice that you'd give to a beginner trader, psychology, brother. Psychology. Fix your psychology, and then everything's gonna fall into place. If price have already left your entry point, what do? You still execute or wait for another? You wait for another opportunity. You don't execute if price left your entry point. You wait for another opportunity, because it's like the bus left. Would you run after the bus and be tired before you even get to the bus and even fall and lose yourself and stuff in the process? Or would you rather just wait for a second bus, you know, because there is another bus that's going to come. It's not like they're saying it won't come. It is going to come. Okay, guys, I think for now we can call it a session. So far, I want, because I can see a lot of you guys did notice, you know, the fact that you wanted to still look at some of the trades that we're looking at and so on. So it's very important that you rewatch some of these lessons that we did speak, and then be able to just dive a bit more deeper into seeing how we saw EURUSD, GBPUSD, US Tech, US30, gold, and also BTC. No, we didn't really look into BTC-USD, but what's going to happen is that tomorrow, let us meet up once again with like on our live session, and then we're gonna see what's the update on the trades that we looked at, the overview, and then we are also now gonna see at what exactly we can do. Now we're gonna like look into maybe entries and all those things and stuff. But also make sure that you are in the Telegram group, because that is where we send out. Obviously, we send out like when I see this opportunity, like right now, I'll send out what I'm seeing. When the market is like close to entry and all those things, I'd already be able to just do all those things. Perfect, man. Mentality over skill. That is correct. Mentality over skill. Thank you, brother, so much. Such a beautiful session. That's dope. That's dope. I'm very good in skill, but I didn't focus on psychology. My journey has been rough. Yes, that's very true, man. Not to boast, but I'm really good in analyzing. You can see even my brother saying that. There's also someone that's saying that he's good with the skill, he has the strategy, and he's good at analyzing, but he didn't focus on the psychology, and his journey has been rough. So if he focused on the psychology and instead had even like a not too good skill, he'd still be in the best position. And right now, his only problem would be getting the right skill. You get it? So let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Mentality over skill. That is 100% true. I love that, Stumza. I've got a lot of trading books. Do I really have to read them, or the video will my life's easier? Read them as well. Just read them. Take whatever knowledge, man, because it's knowledge, man. With knowledge, the more you get the information, the more you, like I did say, the more you have information, the more you're able to make better decisions. Don't try to read everything at once. No, even it's one book a month, it's okay. I am using IQ Markets and I've deposited 500. What indices should I trade with in order to make slow profits but yet efficient? Obviously, man, when you shouldn't even be looking at indices, because you can trade EURUSD, you can trade AUD, USD, like currencies for slow markets and things that are like not gonna really play around with your thing. Like, let's say all indices are like critical. So if you go on indices, there's no safer index. They're all gonna take you out. Like, yes, there's the S&P 500. You can look at that. You can test it, play around with it. But I highly believe that if you are able to, firstly, if you're a beginner, firstly, just go at go on the most simplest, like AUDSD, simple pace. And then once you're comfortable with your strategy, then you can go in indices, because it'll be emotional. But guys, for now, I just want us to meet on the next session. There's things that I still need to do, still need to hustle and stuff. I thank you so much for joining onto the session. Obviously, make sure that you do check out the session. I'm gonna post it so you are able to rewatch it and learn on how I see things. I'll see you in the next session, and make sure that you check out the video that will be uploaded later this evening. It's going to be speaking about the top 3 strategies that can help you in terms of trading. So make sure that you do stay tuned for that in the evening. I'll see you in the next YouTube video. It is your boy Samutupi. Make sure that you subscribe. That is the least. These sessions are free. The only best way that you can show value is to subscribe. Thank you once again for joining, guys.